Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I wanted to do a quick overview and talk about a device that is very special to me, and that is this phone here, the iPhone 5. So the iPhone 5 was released by Apple back in 2012, and it is one of, in my opinion, the most iconic designs of a phone that was ever put out. And in my personal opinion, is the best device that Apple has ever released as far as a phone is concerned. I think that it is just and it for its time period was such a legendary device and such a change from the iPhone 4 and the 4S that came before it. And for me, was worth the upgrade. So the reason this phone itself, even though it looks like just a plain Jane iPhone 5, the reason that this phone to me is so special is because it is running its original software, iOS 6. This phone's actually running iOS 6.1.2, so it is still running this software. This was not my device originally. I actually found this device on eBay back in 2018 from a seller who listed it and didn't really realize it was on iOS 6 because really a lot of phones for Apple, basically once you're updated, you can't go back, most of the time anyway. So a lot of people, were looking for iOS 6 devices or, particularly even older, devices or phones running older firmware. But this one I found online. And I saw the picture that it had this screen up and I was like, oh, okay, so this is gonna run iOS 6. So I went ahead and purchased it. And actually this device in general was almost never used. It basically came new in box. All of the accessories were in the box. All of the, everything, manual, the box was in good shape. The battery, so I plugged it up to 3 U-tools and saw that the battery cycles had only been 3 times. So this phone in its lifespan was hardly ever used. So the battery still holds up well. One thing about this though, is I just wanted to talk about iOS 6. I think I'm gonna do a future video on iOS 6 and how it holds up today in 2021. But with this device, I personally think that this device, the iPhone 5 running iOS 6, was the best combination that Apple has ever had. So this iOS 6 was the last of the skeuomorphic design that Apple did have. So as you can see here, this looks very dated, and especially those of you who never actually used iOS 6 or prior, this looks like a total different iPhone software than what you're gonna see in iOS 7 and above. So with this, the iOS 6 used the skeuomorphic design. So skeuomorphic has really gone out of favor all around. So there is no more skeuomorphic look in Apple products at all. Everything pretty much now is flat, and that's the way the style has gone. But everything in iOS 6 has a lifelike ability to it. So if you go into notes, you're going to see it looks like a notepad. So that's something, go into, look, it's got the lined paper. So this is something that you are not going to see this modern day time. So there's a lot of things in iOS 6 that are really annoying, just because we've come so far. And if you do use anything like this on a more than just playing with it or trying to use it as a daily device, it's going to be hard. So, pulling up, there's nothing that's going to come up. That menu wasn't created yet. When you want to close out apps, this is how it has to be done. You tap here and this little bar comes up, and you're going to have to close them out by, going through each one like that. But really, this is something for nostalgia purposes that I think is something that is so special to me, because it is, this phone itself was the last of the Steve Jobs design. And this software, yes, it may be old, but I think it was so refined for its time back in 2012 that it is still, someone I think could find a use for this software today. No, it is not great. And again, I might, do this in a future video talking about using this software in a modern day setting, but there are some apps that still function and work. But again, this is very, very old software. So that's going to be it for this video. I just wanted to talk about this, wanted to review this device in a way, just so I can kind of set a precursor to all the other videos I want to do with this phone, because it is so important to me. So stay tuned. Go ahead and subscribe, like and subscribe to this video. I am going to put out some other videos with the iPhone 5, because it is one of those devices that I think is so special and can do so much and was so ahead of its time for its time period. So thank you guys for watching. See you soon.